Hey Rogers, welcome back to another episode review of SmackDown, bro. I gotta say this, Rogers. Tonight's SmackDown was not that bad. I would say it was a okay show. There are flaws in the show, but if you compare this show with the previous disaster, previous horrible episodes of my SmackDown, you'll be happy to watch this episode. Okay, so so basically, I'm saying that tonight's SmackDown's episode was actually okay. It was watchable. There are some good spots. There's some good things on the show, but yeah, overall it was an okay show and it was at least watchable. Okay, so let's just get into this show without further ado. Okay, so let's just get into it. So the show kicks off with the Rhea, Bloody, Ripley, and Io Sky, and after watching these two getting in the ring, and I was like, oh man, why did the Rhea, Bloody, Ripley starting this pathetic show? And then we got to see, it could be, I mean, Cody Rhodes would have been start off the show. It could be, you could kick off the show with any of the matches, but you chose Rhea, Bloody, Ripley, Io Sky. Anyway, so both these women comes out, and he basically Rhea grabs the mic and he basically says, I was out of a couple of weeks because of my broken nose or whatever. Then he talks about the Kabuki Warriors, their War Games matches, and yada yada. She says we are not alone here. We have two more important people who will actually join us in a War Games match. And then out comes Alexa and Charlotte there. They comes out, and then Alexa grabs the mic. Charlotte grabs the mic and she says, Rhea, look, I can't trust you. You obviously know there is a bad blood between us, and I can't trust you, so I'm not gonna join your team in a War Games match. So she says that, and then she left the ring, and I was like, oh, bro, it's actually happening. Charlotte Flair is not gonna be a part of a War Games match, women's War Games match. That was pretty much weird, but still. So yeah, that was basically opener segment. It was an okay opener segment. Usually we got to see Cody Rhodes kicking off their show, but today they just thrown women's to open up the show, which was okay. Okay, so let's just move on. So next up we got a match. The time is now tournament qualifiers match, and we got the main event, Russo versus The Miz in a singles match. And what do I say, man? I was expecting The Miz, he always talks about John Cena. He says John Cena's good. He had a really great rivalry with John Cena and whatnot, but I think The Miz could be the one who wins this match and qualifies for this time is our tournament. Maybe, we all know that he's not gonna win this tournament, but at least he should be qualified in this tournament for upcoming matches. But no, man, the main event, Russo picks up the win here, and he qualifies for the time is now tournament qualifiers match. Okay, so yeah, that was the basic story of this match. So let's just move on. So next up we got, this is something important. Next up we got a backstage. Then we move on. We got a backstage segment. We got Paul Heyman, and they call this. So Paul Heyman basically says, Nick, we are in War Games match, and we need two more participants in our team. So I want you to just give me those participants. It could be from SmackDown, it could be from NXT, it could be from any other brand. Then he calls and says, no, you're not supposed to be here. So I want to just tell you, just get out of here. Get out of here, okay? Get out of my building, get out of the SmackDown. And then out comes, and then out of nowhere, we got to see Cody Rhodes, or I should say Boring Rhodes. So Boring Rhodes comes out, and let me say you something. Why always Cody Rhodes takes the spotlights in segments? He always does them. He always does this thing. If you remember, when John Cena became Grand Slam champion, he was celebrating backstage. He was shaking hands with a lot of wrestlers, and Cody Rhodes got there. He got there, and he also take the spotlight. I don't like this thing, okay? I don't like this thing. Anyway, so Boring Rhodes comes out, and then Paul Heyman, and he said, Paul Heyman, what you wanna talk about? And then we got to see a face-off between Cody Rhodes and Bronson Reed. Then Cody says, what do you want to talk about? He says, let's fight. They call this, let's book a match. It's gonna be Cody Rhodes versus Bronson Reed tonight for the Undisputed Championship, man. That's how they booked Cody Rhodes versus Bronson Reed for the Undisputed Championship match in the main event. And yeah, this sort of segment was good. We finally got to see Cody Rhodes competing in a match in SmackDown. And that's gonna be for Undisputed Championship. That's great. That's good. That's good something stuff. Okay, that was the complete story of this segment. Let's just move on. So next up we got the Ilya Jabrov's United States Championships Open Challenge, and you know what, Froshers, they didn't show the opponent. They just randomly switched it to after just you know what, Froshers, the thing is that just they cut out the segment and then just directly jump into the match, and we got to see Ilya Jabrov and some masked wrestler in the ring. I don't know. I don't actually I know his name. Like I don't know. It could be Dragon Lee or whatever. I don't know his name. Then they had a match, and okay, this was a okay match, like a. Then you know what, Frosh? The thing is that I was expecting this match to be another banger match. It could be a really, really good 3 or 4 star match. There will be, I was expecting a great wrestling from both of these superstars, but that no, bro. Like this was an okay match. Okay, this was an okay match, and in the end, eventually, you know what, Froshers? What's called Ilya Jabrov beats that match wrestler, and that's how he reaches his championship, and that was pretty much obvious. Okay, so that was that was the complete story of this match. Well, let's just move on. So next up, we got Sami Zayn's boring promo. Like someone tell me, like, why Sami Zayn on SmackDown, and why we got to see his boring promos? I don't want to talk about him. I might just be skipping his promos, but still, let me tell you what he said. So he basically comes out and he basically says, he straight up calls out Solo Sikoa, because he says, Solo Sikoa, get your ass out here. And then we got to see Solo Sikoa with his MFT, My Family Jobbers. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying. So then MFT comes out, and then Solo Sikoa says, blah, blah, blah. I don't remember, bro. I don't remember. Like, what do I say, man? They are jobbers. Sami Zayn is a jobber. Solo Sikoa is a big of a jobber. And these MFT are the goons who are jobbers. The team are full of jobbers. They are... Everywhere is a jobber, okay? So you know what I'm saying? So everyone is jobber. Then they had a brawl. I don't care what's not, but like the face team gets the upper hand here. They get the upper hand here. And that was it. Okay, that was it. So let's just move on. Then we got another another time is now tournament match. No. I'm sorry. Next we got really important, significant backstage segment. So we got Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso there. So Jey Uso basically says, Cody, you got a match? You have a match in the main event against the Division? I got your back, bro. I got your back. Okay, bro. Then Jey Uso comes out. And Jey Uso basically says, you got a match against the Vision in War Games? Call me in, bro. Call me in. And that's how it's now official that Jimmy Uso is now gonna be a part of Team Cody or Team CM Punk in a War Games match against the Vision. And like, I am sick and tired of this. Like, who is Jimmy Uso? He's a pathetic jobber. Like, at least I can tolerate Jey Uso in this team, but I cannot tolerate a Jimmy Uso at all. Like why do add this jobber to this really good team that was looking so good? Like, you just name that. There is CM Punk, there is Cody Rhodes, there is Jey Uso. Will be okay. Like, I don't have any complaint about Jey Uso. It's okay. But Jimmy Uso, like, come on, man. You're like, this is disgusting. This is disgusting. This company is dead, man. This company is dead. They have no. People. You know what, Frosh? The thing is that people and fans and even I am expecting Austin Theory. Maybe Austin Theory and Brock Lesnar are gonna join this team, and they're gonna be amazing. But we got Jimmy Uso. Like, shut up, man. Like, shut up. Jimmy Uso, get out of here, man. Get out of here. Like, anyway, so that's how Jimmy Uso added into the Cody Rhodes team in a War Games match against the Vision. Then we move on. Then we got LA Knights, the LA Knights match against a mystery opponent for the time is now tournament qualifier matches. And you know what, Frosh, the thing is that I was expecting Joe Hendry here. Like, Joe Hendry, if you don't know, Joe Hendry recently signed with WWE, multi-year deal with WWE. So I was expecting Joe Hendry to come out, and then we had a really good match with the LA Knight. Like, if you don't know, guys, LA Knight has. If you don't know, guys, let me tell you, LA Knight is being punished by WWE TKO. I made a video on this topic. Like, you can check out that video. Okay, you can check out the video. But still, I was expecting like they are hyping the mystery opponent that's like it could be a really big superstars. I was expecting Oba Fami. I was thinking like what happened if it turns out to be Oba Fami? But no, guys, like we got Zack Ryder. Yes, we got Zack Ryder returned to WWE after I think 5 years. So he basically comes out, and I knew that he's not gonna win this match. So then afterwards we had a match, and the match was okay. Like, we all know. You know what, Frosh, the thing is that I was not sure. I'm not sure, like, LA Knight gonna win this match, but still, LA Knight gets the win here. Even he gets the win against Zack Ryder, the returning superstar who returned after 5 years. He still got the win here. I think that was good, really good for LA Knight. Like, I know we all know there are a lot of bad things happening to LA Knight these past couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was okay for that was good from LA Knight basically. So yeah, that was it for it. So LA Knight gets the win here. So LA Knight gets the win here, and he qualified for the Time Is Now tournament. Okay, so that was it. So let's just move on. Then let's just talk about the main event. We got Cody Rhodes versus Braun Breaker for undisputed championship match in the main event, and we all know that this match will never happen. I think this match lasts for like 5 minutes. Then we got interference. First of all, we got Braun Breaker and Logan Paul attacking. We got Logan Paul and Braun Breaker attacking Cody Rhodes. They're beating him. They're beating Cody Rhodes, and then out comes the Usos. Jimmy Uso comes out to even the odds. Then we got that. Surprisingly, we got to see Drew McIntyre. So Drew McIntyre, who was fired last week on SmackDown, he returned. He basically attacks even the odds for the Team Vision. He beats up Jimmy Uso, and then Braun Breaker speared Jimmy Uso through the table, and then Braun Breaker. It's a tsunami on Cody Rhodes, and that was it. That's how we got. This time we got total destruction in the main event. Like the division, all the superstar beats up Cody Rhodes, and both the Usos, Jey and Jimmy Uso. And I was expecting CM Punk to come out and even the odds, but it didn't happen. But okay, we got to see destruction in the main event, which was missing for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, which was missing. Okay, so yeah, that was basically your tonight's SmackDown. It was okay. It was, as I already told you, Frosters, tonight's SmackDown was at least watchable. It was not like a really good show. It was okay. It was a mid show. It was a average show. If you compare this to previous one, which was a horrendous episode, which were unwatchable. Okay, so that was it. So in the end, let's time to rate the show. So in my scale, or what's it called? On my scale, I would give this show a solid 3 out of 10. And I know that's being generous. Okay, 3 is a very low number, very no point, very no rating, but still tonight's SmackDown was watchable. You can watch it. You can maybe some people can enjoy it because we are in the habit of getting horrendous, horrible SmackDown shows. But unfortunately, tonight's SmackDown was okay. It was a mid show. It was not a good show. It was an average show, but okay. So that was basically the complete story of tonight's SmackDown. So tell me what are your thoughts of this show. So tell me what do you think of this show in the comment section below. And as always, till next time, stay awesome. Have a good day. Bye. Yeet.